Hello folks and welcome back to Rome Total War. I'm Step and this is going to be part 76 of my Imperial campaign. I'm playing as Egypt. And in this episode I will be making a play for Cirta. Now that I have gotten rid of a lot of the forces that were surrounding and supporting Cirta, I think that it's just going to be time for the final battle for this settlement. I have my two armies led by my faction leader and my faction heir. And they're ready to go here, so just probably a turn. How long is it going to take them to get there? Yeah, I should get there next turn. And we can get a draw out to battle because there is this force standing outside. Now, I don't think that I can actually kill everyone and stop them from retreating back to the settlement, so I will have to siege it anyway, but at least we can get that siege started. And then it's going to be a question of, like, do I feel comfortable enough attacking it, or should I just wait it out? I'm not sure right now, but I will see what I can get done in that battle. And I'm going to be tempted to just kind of send, well, depending on the status of my armies, I could send the other army out west. And I wonder if, I don't want to be tempted to think this is true, but I wonder if the reinforcements coming from the other Roman settlements is going to be over by now. Can they keep sending guys, or are they broke by now? Let's send him up here and check out Tingi. So Tingi has basic tier 3 stone walls and then a few units inside, nothing too major. And then yeah, we don't see anything else in the neighborhood when it comes to other Roman forces that are hanging about. So we might be in the clear. So it's going to come down to how things go in that battle. If my armies get too banged up, then I'm just going to have to wait until I take the settlement, and then retrain them and then send them west. But if not, we might just head out west, and maybe I could even hop on some boats. I mean, I have some decent sized fleets in the neighborhood, and the Scipia forces are getting whittled down, so maybe we could just hop on the boats and go west to cut down on travel time. Yeah, that would be really, really nice. But we'll see how things go here. Carthage and Thapsus are hanging on by a thread right now when it comes to their population loyalty, which is unfortunate, but I'm working on it. I think that Thapsus, you should continue building stuff just to get rid of the local culture. Your penalty is 45%. So what's going to be the fastest building? An academy? Yeah, I'm tempted to build that first, because it just takes 3 turns to build. So I'm going to go for that. And I'm continuing to train soldiers here. And then here in Leptis Magna, I'm training peasants, and I'm sending them north here to Thapsus in Carthage. And, well, to Thapsus. Carthage is training its own peasants. And it's also building an academy, again, because it's faster. And then Leptis Magna should also be working on getting rid of its culture penalty. And I think that communal farming, land clearance, this is Carthaginian, so just by building this, that can build on top of that Carthaginian land clearance. And then we can get an academy after that, just to try to mitigate that culture penalty there. So we're going to keep on trying to hang on there. And over here in Cyrene, we are training spies. And I suppose what I should do here is maybe get 2 spies and then 2 boats and send them out to Corrales and Palma.
Ships ready, my liege.
Yeah, that's going to be the play there. And then I was reminded actually by a viewer that Corinth does have the Wonder, the Statue of Zeus, which does give +1 population loyalty in all settlements, which is fantastic. It really is. And I actually forgot about that. I forgot about not just that one, but just the Wonders in general. And does that make this one the only one that I don't have? I don't know if there's anything west of this. So that might be the last one. And that could be the key, because I was struggling in the last episode, well, currently too, to deal with this issue here with my population loyalty, and that can help tip the balance for sure. So it's kind of like a messy configuration. I was kind of hoping for something a bit cleaner when it comes to my map conquest. I wanted something a bit more continuous, I suppose. Is that the word? Continuous or congruous? Is congruity a word, or should I just say continuous? Whatever the word. I was thinking like Byzantium, just because it's like closer to my empire for that final settlement. But if I take Corinth, yeah, it's not going to look as pretty on the map, but that's going to be more useful. And not just more useful, but probably something that I want to like prioritize right now, really. Because I was kind of thinking, you know what? I'm training forces here in Sidon and Jerusalem and Memphis and Anatolia and North Africa. And I was thinking that I can get all of these forces all queued up and ready to go, put them on boats, and then essentially blitz the remaining settlements off of the map. So that's nice. That's a cute idea, but I kind of need that +4 public order. Like, it could be pretty useful right now, actually. So I'm going to be aiming for taking Corinth, like now, I guess. The reason why I wanted to blitz these provinces was so that I could sort of try to avoid a counterattack push from the Romans. You know, like in my Julia campaign, I had an initial blitz, which was not actually as successful as I wanted it to be. It was fine, but, you know, it wasn't as potent as I wanted it to be. And then I was facing a counterattack. So then I had to like push and hold at the same time in various parts of my empire. And in this one, I was kind of hoping I could kind of just like push without having to worry about too much holding against their counterattack. And once I hold a land, you know, province of the Brutii, then like they could really come down here to Greece and really try to mess me up. Now, it has large stone walls, so it could be an easier hold. And another thing is that I already do border the Brutii, and I'm not really sure what is happening up here, because it was my understanding that the AI, typically, when they do border you, if you're not at war already, they declare war, and, you know, when you are at war, they just like, they really beeline and really go after you. But we've had Campus Alani for some time now, and they have not been attacking me. And I wonder if it's just because this part of the map is more sparse and it doesn't draw a lot of attention from the Brutii, just because they don't need a lot of troops to, oh, I don't know. I'm just kind of like spitballing here, but just, I don't know, poor, sparse, far distances. You kind of get what I'm saying, but like, is that why? Is that why we're not facing a push from the Brutii, or is it because they're like really having a hard time with the Britons? I'm hoping that's the reason. I don't know if that's the real reason. I have been funding their war recently, by quite a bit actually. So I'm hoping, I don't know, gosh, the didn't seem like they've lost a lot. Yeah, this is owned by it's owned by Julii. Jesus. Okay, it's all Roman. Okay. This is still Britain, sure, of course, but like, they just, yeah, in this region, they just have these two settlements, Vicus Gothi and whatever that one is. Huh, okay. Okay, well, I wonder, I wonder if that's going to cause the Brutii to start to turn their attention towards me. Especially once I take Corinth, right? So, but I still think I should. I think I should go after it. And I really should, just because I have the forces almost all ready to go here in Anatolia. I have a lot here that I've just been kind of building, and for some time I was sending these armies to North Africa, but now it's like I can put something together and send it to Greece pretty quickly. The only thing that I would like to have that I don't have currently is heavy onagers. I don't have any, but I can train them here in Pergamum. So let's do that then. Can I do that? There we go. And say 2 heavy onagers, and then I would assume that I already have everything else that I need. Now Cav is good. Here, and I have Egyptian chariots. down here, and got Axemen, and then Pharaoh's guards, and Pharaoh's bowmen are up here. So I think I just need those 2 onagers, and I should be ready to go. Let's train up another chariot here, just to make sure. And I have plenty of generals in the area as well, I think. Or I thought I did. Maybe I don't. Thought I did. Kronk. Ooh, yeah. 4-star general, you should be leading attacks. And then I have these guys as well that have been coming from like all the way up in here in Syria. And are they all here now? Are they all here? You're here. You are just peasants. Okay, so there's you. And
Mighty General.
you're just coming over to hang out. Okay, here they are. Here they are.
My liege.
Yeah, these guys are all coming over, and
Mighty General.
they're going to be adding to that war effort here in Western Anatolia. So yeah, I think that's where it's going to be coming from, and we're going to be attacking Corinth pretty soon, I reckon. And then in addition to that, I should remember, so something I want to try with the Armenians, in fact, maybe I'll just wait till next turn to talk about this, but I have an idea. I have an idea on how to get them on side with having them take over Campus Alani and Campus Sakai. Who knows if it's going to work, but I will talk about that in the next turn, because I think I've already attempted talking to them in this turn, I think. I think we're just at the end of this one, and I'm just going to be checking taxes before moving on. And the very next turn, Thapsus has rioting, and Carthage as well. Yeah, that is not good news. Some buildings have been damaged. The Great Forum, Circus Maximus, Siege Engineer. Oh yeah, 15,000 people killed, so soldiers killed as well. And Carthage has been rioting as well. Building damage, Secret Police HQ, and 1,400 people killed. And then 148,000 in the treasury, and death stalks the land. This is going to be in Jerusalem. Okay. Okay, it looks like it just ended. That's what I'm seeing, at least. And then diplomat in Thessalia has passed away. Okay. Women of age, Tahotep. That's going to be here, Nepta. Okay, that's actually kind of perfect, because you can stay here. +2 morale is pretty good. -1 command is not great. And then understanding of strategy, +1 command, indifferent builder. So 5% increase to construction costs, which isn't great for this place. And +1 to squalor as well, which isn't good for public order. So maybe you're going to hang out here, Tahotem the Cold-Hearted. You might stay behind instead. Let's see, you have a tutor, +1 management. Okay. I'll think about it. Let's see here. Tahotem is a tutor. Ramos Neos Dionysos has armor, +1 morale for all troops on the battlefield. Who's that for? You. Ooh, okay. 2 stars for the armor. And you are here in Jerusalem. I wonder if that's attached to the armor building, or maybe the fact that I have a foundry actually there is maybe why that is getting applied. Yeah, maybe. Let's see here. Master Smith, 10% discount in unit training costs. That's for Nefertiabet Ardeos. And this is going to be here in Memphis. That's also a good placement because I'm training a lot of troops there. And then, oops, I forgot to go through that. Let's see here. Grain Merchant is here for Philippos Epiphanes. Yeah, I don't know if I need a Grain Merchant for that pop growth here in Tarsus, which is already a large city. That seems a little bit redundant. And then Tutakemwe Kasaros as a Master Embalmer, +1 morale and +1 command when attacking, which is very, very good. He's in Alexandria. So I think, so there's is there an embalmer and a master embalmer? Is that true? I thought that there was an embalmer that just gives morale. And then a master embalmer. I don't know. I'm not sure if that's true or not, but it might be. Maybe. And again, I'm wondering where that's coming from, what building that's coming from, because that's very good. It'd be nice to, you know what procs that for sure. Yeah, sewers, I'm building these in these places, trying to like give the Armenians more incentive to take these settlements off of my hands, actually. So I can just put in another building there, and then same thing here. I can put in another, just whatever like doesn't take that long to build, like yeah, public baths, that's fine. And yeah, Nepta is working on that stuff. Yeah, so Nepta's gonna be fine, I think. Okay, are these places gonna be okay, or are they just in trouble? 65% and 50%. Ugh, shoot. I mean, I can repair the secret police HQ. Because that's going to be done in one turn, and that's going to be adding a benefit of that 15% to public order bonus, which is going to help out. And then the academy will be finished as well during this turn, I believe. I don't think this is overriding this. I'm pretty sure that this is... Oh shit, I just canceled... Oh, I fucked it up. Oh my god. Oh, I did the one thing. I did... Left click, right click. God damn it. Oh, that's such a pain in the ass. I'm actually surprised it doesn't happen like every time I go into those menus. Every time I go into those menus and I do the right thing, I just think it's a miracle. Oh shit, what's happening here? Oh, whoa, wow. You think you're going to be attacking Carthage? I mean, I have like nothing there, so yeah. Except that I have stuff here in Thapsos, which can sweep up there and defend it. Huh. Yeah, that's interesting. Here, let's repair some stuff here. Yeah, 65%. I can get these peasants up here. Did that help out? 70%. So that should be fine. They should stop rioting, I think. And then here, I think that... Let's take out those recruitment queues and let's go here. Did that help out? No, it did not. God damn, goddamn, goddamn. Let's see here. Oh, tell me I trained more peasants. Yeah, I did. Okay. Alright, let's get you guys moving up. Yeah, just keep them coming. And then you... You're gonna come over here. I wonder if I need to hire some more mercenaries, because I might need guys just to kind of throw into these settlements. You know, something that I am considering is to move my capital to somewhere a bit closer here, just to calm the situation down for now. Now, this is always a pretty momentous, decision to make, just because who knows what the effect is going to be, am I going to be really causing havoc in my eastern provinces by moving my capital west? My capital currently is in Jerusalem. In fact, that kind of surprised me. For some reason I thought it was in Antioch. Maybe that's just because I have it in Antioch in my Sassanid campaign. But I'm thinking about going to Rhodes. It's more western, but it's not totally removed from my eastern provinces. I just hope that there isn't like an issue with the fact that it's on an island, because that is an issue in Medieval 1, where if you have like a king on an island and he's not connected by boats to other territories, then those territories aren't getting his influence. And I hope that I don't just like really screw things up here in this game by doing this. That could be really, really bad. But I guess this is a time to experiment. So let's see. Let's see if like Rhodes, if I make this a... how do I do this again? I go in here, here. Set this settlement to be the faction's capital. And let's just see what kind of effect that had. So, are we better out here? 60%. It raised it by 10%, but that's not quite the saving grace that I was hoping for. Okay, some units moved out of Tingy, and I don't have any eyes on them. Okay, that's interesting. Yeah, that doesn't... I guess maybe I can move
Orders?
some guys up to Carthage? How can you only move that much? Oh, you arrived. Okay.
Mighty general.
So if I move you guys up,
Forward.
where are we at now? 60% still? God damn. Damn. Where are we at? 75%. So we have a bit of wiggle room here. Okay, well, how about I send over... Should I send over you? The general? I don't know. I don't know about that.
My liege.
65%. Let's just keep going with this. 65% and
Sire.
70%. So they're both at 70%, and I think that means they're both okay. I'm gonna try to get this spy inside of Cirta here. And yes, he is inside. So that is the faction heir. And I'm wondering what chances my assassin have of killing this guy. Ooh, he's pretty good. Decent assassin, and only 11% chance, eh? Okay. Well, I guess he is the faction heir. Let's see, if we can't kill him, then can we at least damage some stuff and make it so that they cannot train more units? I'm tempted to... They don't even have a Roman temple here. Those goddamn heretics. How dare they? Large temple of Milquart. Jesus. Anyway, I gotta simmer down here. Army barracks. Accept mission. Yeah, let's go here. And yeah, we got it. So they can't train any more of their heavy infantry for now. And I'm wondering, oh, actually, oh, they're sending out two armies here. Four guys there. And there's that. That seems like a lot though. Oh, these guys came off the boat. There was yeah, I saw those units on a boat and I wanted to get it and they got off the boat before I could get it. That's too bad. Okay, well, here's the complication is that while I do have soldiers down here, they're in Thapsus, not Carthage. So I would need to basically switch over the entire two garrisons so that my soldiers are on the front line, whereas my peasants are back here in Thapsus. However, I think I should be able to do that, right? Like everyone can reach from both settlements.
Orders? Sire.
Except maybe the onagers maybe can't reach.
Mighty general. Sire.
But everyone else should be able to. Now, saying that, these aren't great. I have cavalry, chariots, Pharaoh's Guard, general. No archers, eh? Okay. Alright, that kind of sucks. But I think that's what I need to do here.
Orders.
Well, that worked out, except I brought too much over from Carthage to Thapsus, so now Carthage is back down to 55% public order. Oh my god, I fucked up. Okay, so the secret police HQ, that 15% should be applied before any rebellion checks go in, I think. And then this peasant is going to go in as well before any rebellion checks go in. So hopefully we're good. Hopefully we're going to be okay. Yeah, let's go ahead and repair that stuff and then retrain. Yeah, we can just retrain these guys.
Ships ready.
Yeah, Yeah, that works. Let's go ahead and get... So I have these 2 spies here. Let's get them on the boats. And then let's get these boats up to... can go to Carolus. Looks like they just have a wooden wall. That's it. Tier 2. And then Hastati, Legionaries, and Samnite Gladiators. They're in Carolus, and that's it. Ooh, it's very, very, very tempting. Now checking in on the rest of my empire. A lot of red faces. Okay. Yeah, that's pretty scary. But my guess is that if we just lower taxes, we're fine. So lower taxes. Yep, that's fine. Yeah, I think we had taxes bumped up pretty high across the board. Which, you know, felt nice, obviously, but I think that we're going to be okay here. Ooh, Bastra's in trouble. 45% on low taxes. 2 turns before the temple city is finished. Let's see here. Can we fix this? That just got it to 50% by queuing up those peasants. That's it. 10% from garrison. Yeesh. Okay, army. So we do have a guy in there with a decent amount of influence. He's 57. He's giving +6 to law? God damn. And that's not enough? Shit. Oh, right. Boss, is there anyone that can get there in like 1 turn? Okay, so my guys in Jerusalem can get there in 1 turn. I'll come back to that. I just want to make sure that, like, I want to cover my bases before I start making drastic changes. Dimatha, 65%? Shit. Oh, man. Elmira's chilling. Susa is barely fine. Arasaki is going to be okay. Seleucia is going to be okay. Hatra. Then, yeah, Carthage, Arctic Cirta. You're fine. I can bump up taxes in Rhodes. Yeah, that feels good. Pergamum. Those guys are happy. Over in Anatolia, they're chilling. Halicarnassus has high taxes already. And then Sardis, just bump that up. And Kyra, keep it there. Nicomedia. Kidonia is already on very high. Siwa's on very high. Tarsus, ooh, shoot. They're on low taxes. And, gosh, I have full garrison, basically. Why can't I retrain their stuff? Why can't I retrain their peasants? I'm a little confused by that. Returns before the Pharaoh's palace is finished. What the hell, Tarsus? What's going on here?
Orders.
Oh, I wasn't looking at Tarsus. Oh, I had something else selected. Oh, I think did I have this selected? Okay, Tarsus. Tarsus. Is that going to be fine? 70%? Alright. That's something. Yeah, that's something. We could even get you in there for now. Does that help? Nope, didn't help at all. Alright. Okay, well we have these armies too. So we have troops that we can settle into Tarsus as well. So yeah, we have options for Tarsus. We should be okay down there. Let's go back to here. And shockingly, Campus Alani and Campus Sakai are actually okay. Yeah, gosh, they must have very low populations. Yeah, 5,000. Basically 5,000. So yeah, they're chilling. They're chilling. Tarsus is gonna be, they'll be fine. And then Bostra, are you gonna be okay? 50%, eh? Alright, who's my best guy for influence? None of them? Shit. And you have the plague. I don't want to bring you. They all have the plague. God damn it. Ugh. Yeah, you can't get down. Shit. Bastra, why? Well, they're not gonna go have a rebellion during this end turn. It's gonna at least take a turn. So, we have some time to figure it out, and you as well, Dumantha. I just trained a bunch of peasants here. And you know what's funny? I actually saw recently... Did that help out at all? No, it did not. 65%. What's gonna help here? Nothing gives public order, but... What's the culture penalty? Only 5%. What is it? The trader, so that's Eastern. So if I build over that with a market, then we can get rid of that 5%, which can get me up to 70. That and the garrison coming in from the peasants should get me there. So again, we have time. Hopefully we'll be fine. And then maybe I even bring down you. Can you leave? No, you cannot leave. Okay. Well, let's not do that then. Let's just chill in Cirta for now. And hopefully we can figure out Bastra. Yeah, a lot of trouble for what I would call not enough gain, you know? Like, and I messed that up, of course, by bringing down too many guys from Carthage to Thapsus. I could have, you know, not made that mistake, so... Yeah, that's unfortunate. But now if they come... If these guys come for Thapsus, or sorry, Carthage, I should be able to defend from that with my chariots, and... It's kind of flimsy, isn't it? What kind of walls do I have here? Just the basic tier 3 stone walls? Okay.
Ready to sail!
Alright.
Aye, great lord! Ready to sail! Ready to sail! Ships ready!
So the question is, do I send an army back to deal with this, or do I trust that this is going to be handled by my people and my yeah, the troops that I have in the region?
Mighty general!
Because what I could do is I could send my faction leader onwards towards Tingi. I could just start doing that now. While I send Ramusk the Conqueror to Cirta. I'm tempted to do that anyway, just because he can take on Cirta, and then even if this shit like goes to hell, I can still just go back with him, you know? Well, my faction leader, just based on what I'm seeing, he might be fine. Even though his army's a bit banged up, he might be fine heading west himself. So let's take him to the coast, where he can get on board this fleet here, and they can go west. And then you... Let's see here. So I've got a 24% chance of opening the gates, but I'm probably not going to take that. Honestly. I'm probably just going to lay siege. How long is it going to take for them to... 8 turns, fuck. But yeah, I don't want to fight them. It's a big garrison. So I'll just build stuff, that's fine. Yeah, maintain that siege. And yeah, you know, if I have to wait 8 turns, so be it. Yeah, these guys might come back and try to defend Cirta. That'd be nice actually. That'd be ideal. And then here, I think that we can leave. Let's see here. I think. Do you have to stay in Nepta to keep it happy?
Mighty general, onward, joining forces.
Low taxes is 70. Yeah, I think I need to keep you there.
Orders.
So you stay, but I think that your son can probably... Yeah, your son can leave, even though he's not a good general. He does have the +2 morale. That's something. Yeah, let's send him. How long is it going to take to get to Dimity? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 turns?
Forward! No more moves, sire!
And then, yeah, we'll probably just have to siege this out too, because that's another sizable garrison. Before I forget, the idea that I had in regards to trying to get the Armenians to take these settlements up here, and this is a little bit, this idea, I don't know, it's borderline cheesy, I suppose you could say. However, in my defense, the diplomacy system in this game is also pretty weird. So I don't mind if it takes a little bit of scumminess to kind of get some stuff done in this diplomacy system, and it's all well within the rules. At least the idea that I'm having. I have no idea if it's going to work, but the idea is that since the protectorates do give back all of the money that is in excess of the money that they end up spending, that's probably not worded exactly how it is, but it's something along those lines where they, they give you a tribute. That tribute does decrease over time based on the increased upkeep of their soldiers, but like, everything that, over a certain amount, you are going to get back. So with that in mind, I wonder if I can promise them something like 100k for 10 turns. Like, I would be giving them 100k for 10 turns to take these 2 settlements off of me, even though, I'm not making that much per turn, but if I'm getting that much back from them, you know what I mean? Like, it's a little bit weird, but, but it's also like, like, screw like, diplomacy in this game's kind of dumb already, so, like, trying to get it to work, in whatever way possible, just, it's a real struggle, it really is. So, that's an idea that I want to explore. So yeah, what if I make that offer? What if I go ahead and go give region, and then I pick Campus Lani and then Campus Sakai, make sure that it's those 2 regions, yes, and then regular tribute. And then let's say it's going to be 100,000 for 10 turns. So I'm offering all of that. And will they take it? No, they're rejecting that. So that's, which is pretty ridiculous. Right? So, I guess I'll just go back to, like, giving them money as a gift to try to repair our relationship, I suppose. Ah, gee, I don't know. Last time I gave them, like, 10 grand. Man, how long do I have to keep doing this, Give them, like, 15 or something? $15 grand just as a gift? No matter how small it may be. Fucking A. Ugh, that does not sound very appreciative, Well, who knows? Maybe just by building it up, that'll entice them to take it. I am ready to end another turn here, and I'm going to cross my fingers, and hopefully this is going to be okay over here. And are they... Oh, did they come back and attack, or are they... sallying out? Well, yeah, the one army came back. Oh, okay. So the small army came back. That army, led by Captain Asinius, is continuing to move against Carthage, but they're going to sally out, which is yeah, that works. That works for me. And this army cannot flee from the battle. If it loses, all units will be destroyed. So I feel like that doesn't mean what it says it means. I feel like I've seen that icon before, and then the army flees, and then I don't take the settlement. Because I feel like, during the sally out, and if it doesn't work, the sally out army should be giving up the settlement, correct? But like, if I fight a sally out, as long as I get back within the settlement, then it counts as a draw. So Is that what's being depicted here? Yeah, it says I'm outmatched. It says it's 3-4 in the favor of the enemy. And it looks like this is going to be the attacking army. Murmillo Gladiators, Early Legionaries, Legionaries, and Auxilia. And then the force itself, 3-star General. And then does he have anything? Okay, +2 to your general's hit points. He's going to be tougher to kill. And anything else that makes it so... Yeah, it doesn't have any morale traits. +1 to the Valor of your general's bodyguards. Okay, he's going to be a tough fighter. His unit's going to be pretty tough. And... Okay, +1 when commanding cavalry. Okay. +1 morale. Harrispex. What is that? I have never seen a liver so troubled. Okay, a religious guy. So he's going to be getting +1 morale. And his army, though, his army's not that great. There's a unit of legionary cav, sure, then 2 Roman cav units. The rest of it's mostly early legionaries, although there is 3 regular legionaries and 1 praetorian. All in all, though, I'm not too concerned about this. My force is relatively fine. Yeah, it's actually mostly fine. And I do have my onagers, which I've actually grown pretty fond of. And my general is a 6-star general, so I think we're going to be just fine here.
Before the sun sinks in the west, this battle will be done. Whether the day goes well is in our hands. Oh, brave soldiers, let us fight well. Now, watch for the enemy. Watch for tricks. Watch for their cunning. And send them to their ancestors.
That's right. So this doesn't count as a sally battle because the army that is initiating this battle is that captain, that small group that came back to help out. And I'm trying to determine actually... Oh, there it is. I didn't see it at first. Okay, so there's the settlement. So the large force is going to be coming from that direction. And that small captain's group should probably be right in front of me. And I reckon I should be able to pick them off before they can unite with that force. That's what I'm thinking at least.
Enemy reinforcements have arrived
perfect.
in battle.
So they're going to be right in front of me. So you guys go ahead and start firing. And I want to degroup you so I can start bringing these guys up. Actually, shit, do I want to do that? I want to bring these guys as close to the onagers as possible so that I don't get friendly fired. But I do want to make sure that this gets resolved quickly, so... Yeah, you have your spears down. Yes, you do. And, no hits so far. None that I'm seeing. And they're well off in the distance, so I reckon that we're going to be able to clean this up. Oh, no hits so far. Interesting. Alright, there's a little something. Looks like we got 2 gladiators there. And let's get these chariot archers off to the side here. And then here, you guys get ready. Let's degroup you, actually. And yeah, onagers don't seem to be doing much. Let's just turn them off of fire at will. And we'll tell them to halt as well. And what's this? So, legionary dudes and auxilia are running out, so make sure you guys get back. You guys can run. You can definitely run. There you go. And I'll send my desert axes in. And what do we have here? Let's try to pull these guys out. And then you go in here, and then you go in here, and can we get chariots out? So it looks like the auxilia there are breaking now. And can we get you guys in? Desert axes, go, 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 go. And spears, go. Spears go here and then here. And then you guys can help chase stuff down. You can turn around and fight those gladiators there. And there you go. There you go. Yeah, that's fine. And then archers, let's turn you guys off of fire at will. And then you go hunt down those guys.
As enemies, these men are perfect.
Okay, so that looks okay. And then my general as well. Where are you? You're right here. Let's have you run and try to take these guys down. And now let's form up my army like so. And they can start running. And let's get my guys out of their phalanx so that we can get them moving a bit faster. And then you guys move here, onagers move here, and then slingers and camels move here to try to, what is that? Roman cav and legionary cav, shit. Okay, so I got some Egyptian chariots back here. So both units are back here, perfect. So they can at least hold them off, and then let's try to get my desert axes back here. You're still running stuff down and having a fun time. And yeah, let's get my chariots back. Okay, chariots back. And this is actually okay. And they're coming in. They're coming in. Alright, let's go. Ah, can I click on these guys? Oh my god. Jesus Christ. There we go. There we go. So let's get a charge there, and then there. And then yeah, I might need to get my chariot archers over here as well. And my guys broke right away. Holy shit. Alright, well, slingers are throwing stones on in. And then do I need to get my Pharaoh's Guard over? I think I do. Let's send my general in over. And camels hang out. And just, what are you guys doing? Just hang out. You don't need to, what are you doing? What are you doing? Go back here. Whatever, they just don't know what they're doing. And, oop, let's go to you guys. Oop, almost forgot. Oh, shit. Spears. Oh, man. So, chariot archers are fighting. So, let's get the... Okay, so that's their general. Is smashing up my chariot archers. That's pretty rough. And let's get camels back. And let's get chariot archers into the legionary cav, I guess. And camels as well. I don't know if they're going to do well enough, but let's get these guys up here. And where's my general? General help out against these legionary cav, I suppose. Let's sound the horn. It looks like, yeah, we're cleaning those guys up. That looks good. And this is the armored general. And if we can, we got my desert axes fighting him. And oh man, I never turned fire at will back on my archers. That's so fucking haggard. Oh god, it sucks. Same thing with my onagers. Never turned fire at will on. Or back on. Yeah. Alright, let's see. I don't want to charge into Auxilia, but I will charge into early legionary with my chariots. And axes as well. Let's get you guys up. Let's get you guys into the Auxilia, actually. And then, yep, you guys go here. And then you guys come back up, please. And, ooh, shit, what's that? The Roman cav? Oh, shit. You guys need to come up here and help out against them, please. Yeah. You guys move, please, faster. Alright, looks like we got a break happening here. And let's get my chariot archers charging in. Please run. Alright, so we got a break happening. And there's that's looking good. That's looking good. Are you guys moving up? You can run. Yeah, bowman fighting in melee is never a good feeling. But we are getting a full like break here on these guys. And it's a light auxilia coming up, and there, I'm tempted to turn you guys back off of fire at will because things are getting a little bit dodgy. You can go ahead and get a charge into the Praetorians, and let's continue the battle. Yeah, so victory was achieved, but that was a pretty dodgy battle. Jesus, a lot of mistakes were made. Yeah, forgetting to put my guys back on to fire at will. It's a lot to keep track of. It's really too bad that their fire at will mechanic isn't the same as it was in Medieval 1 and Shogun 1. It was so much easier. It was so much easier that way when guys didn't fire into units if it was going to cause issues and they were going to cause friendly fire. They just didn't do it. That way, you, the player, had the choice of saying, yes, I do want to take the shot, rather than, like, in this game, if you don't make that decision fast enough, you can lose half a unit to friendly fire in like one volley, you know? It's so bad. Yeah, it's very haggard. So let's get these guys. You're not fired anymore, right? Yeah, make sure you're not firing. In general, you should be running stuff down, please. The last unit's now running off of the field, and it says that we got 95% of the army is killed, so I hope that does mean that we got 2 wipes. And yeah, Archers are getting some last shots in. That's really nice. I'm glad that we can keep shooting them.
This is a crushing victory.
Yeah. Alright, yeah, I mean, it ended up being fine, but, you know, it definitely could have been a bit better if I hadn't made those mistakes that I had made. But casualties inflicted, 108 by my general. Pharaoh's Guards, 137. Yeah, they did pretty well. Pharaoh's Guards, 96. Slingers, 2 and then 2. They got just caught up by those cav. Desert Axes did very well, 118, 75, and 52. Egyptian Chariots, 42. Chariot Archers, 42, 254. Pharaoh's Guards, 169. Onagers, 4 and 6. Camel Archers got 32, actually, which is pretty impressive. And then Bowmen, 58, 93, and 56, and that's with being turned off, like, pretty much the entire battle. And then 52 on those chariots as well. Yeah, so what happens then? Do we get the settlement? Okay, I was wondering if that's what they were doing. I was wondering if they had no intention of attacking me. They were just going after those rebels. I was gonna say that, and I didn't say it, but yeah, that's kind of funny. Alright, Chorus Casaros, 26 years old, 2-star general. Yeah, been in the wars and good commander. Honestly, yeah, sure. Welcome to the family, bud. Welcome to the family. So 144,000 in the treasury. Hold on. So we didn't take Cirta. Okay, so yeah, it's weird. I guess we didn't kill him, so that's why we didn't get a wipe on the army. So if we had killed him, we would have maybe taken the settlement? Maybe? So it's going to take 7 more turns to make that fall to us. But then again, these guys might come on in and initiate another battle. Huh. I wonder if I should... Surely I don't need my faction leader to come back. Surely you're going to be fine by yourself, right? I mean, the army got pretty banged up. What can I recruit here? Numidians and Balearic Slingers? I mean, honestly, yeah. Let's just do that, and we'll maintain. We'll hold. We'll hold, sir. We will. Carthage, are you chilling? Are you going to be okay? 60%. Okay. Can you be better than that? Yeah, that's not... What can we do to fix this? Retrain stuff, that's not going to do it. Let's see here. I don't have a general here that I could bring up. I could bring in more peasants to replace the you know, like the cav units, just because it's more men. The garrison is at 30%, so that is an option there. That's going to require a bit of finagling. Let's see here. Yeah, I'll look into that. Oh, they moved away. Oh, those sneaky bastards. It's wasting my time.
Move out. No
All right, we'll get them eventually. And then you should probably... I really... Yeah, I should probably get rid of that little brigand army. Since it's on the way, you know? And then, yeah, these guys, you should get on the boats before I change my mind. And then head west. This is a pretty crazy fleet, so skippy at boats shouldn't cause any issues for me. And yeah, we should be able to take dinghy with this fleet. And we should be able to even like assault, you know, with those just 2 units inside. I don't think we're going to be waiting, no, 8 turns to take it. Alright, how are we looking here? So this is this still Jerusalem? It is. Yeah, it's weird. I thought that it was over when it said citizens killed 0, soldiers killed 0, but it doesn't have the plague symbol next to it, right? The character does. But it says no signs of plague in the settlement. Yeah, it's weird. And then Spy Numidia has passed away. Alright, so I'm going to start losing spies. They've been around for a while. And then Ramos the Conqueror plus 3 commands. So that's you. So you're a better general now. Good. You're gonna need it. You get some more fights on the way. And then Priest of Forest plus 1 management plus 1 to law. That's going to be for you in Jerusalem. Okay. You might be useful down in Bostra actually, just to try to help things out down there. And then you also have a treasurer, so plus 2 management. And then you also have a mathematician plus 1 management. Okay, so you're good. And then Akronk, your Getes, where are you? You're also in Jerusalem, and you have the Priest of Horus. And then where am I? I'm losing my track. I set enough at Philometer. You're also in Jerusalem. Okay, so all these guys, we've got some schools in there, and they're giving some good traits and retinue to these guys. Yeah, Jesus, there's a lot here. Courtesan for agent's skill and dancer as well. Okay, who's Philippos? Where is he? He's a spy in Cyrene. Okay, man, 4 subterfuge. That's pretty good. Yeah, that's nice. And then where are you? So you're here in Rhodes. Interesting. Okay. Well, you're not really a governor. You're more of a battlefield commander, so I'll have to keep that in mind.
Aye, great lord.
And did we get our 1? Yeah, so we have our 1 heavy onager. Let's just train up 1 more heavy onager. And once that's ready to go, I'm pretty sure we can put an army together here and sail onto Corinth. Well, I was going to sail this fleet to Carolus to drop a spy off, but you know what? There's a Quinkrim here with a general and a handful of units on it, and they're just north of Carthage. And if I could get rid of these guys, that could be very nice. So I saw him go over here.
Yes, mighty lord.
Where is he? Is he here? No, that's not him. Is he here? No, that's not him either. Oh, he's here. Yeah, that's him. Can I get him? Damn it. Oh, shoot. Ooh. Ooh, I want to get that guy. Getting rid of those units could be kind of nice. Okay, I'm going to be getting some boats over here, but they're too far away. Should I... Do you have anything on board? Not really. Should probably bring you back east, and then maybe you as well, and then you guys can hunt down this boat. And then Palma is rebel held. What? The Romans never took it? Wow. Naked fanatics, Iberian infantry, rebel generals, Spanish mercenaries, peasants. They have a tier 3 stone wall. 1 unit inside of it for a garrison. Huh. Okay. Interesting. I think I may have made a mistake. I brought over Ramos Neos Dionysos from Jerusalem to try to help out Bostra, and then I forgot, oh yeah, he's a plague carrier. And now Bostra has the plague, as well as the fact that they are rioting. So, I think I just made it worse. Although, okay, wait a minute. Plague does kill people, right? And that lowers the population. And that lowers squalor. So I wonder if we just helped things by giving Bostra the plague. I guess we'll find out. And the Temple City is going to be finished during this end turn as well. So that could be good. That's going to be giving us plus 10 law, and then I'm assuming that's going to be 10% more happiness from before. I'm assuming, or 5% maybe. So Bosra should be fine, I think. I think so. That's going to be my bet. And then Carthage as well. We got it up to 70. We just moved some peasants in and moved out some chariots because they have lower unit models. So that should be fine, I think. Okay, let me just do one more real quick look at my taxes before moving on to the next turn. That is now all set, and I would imagine we're going to be getting a fight here outside of Cirta again. I imagine they're going to come in and attack, so let's see if that's... Yep, that's what they're doing. Yeah, no waiting around on that. So we're looking at 4 Praetorians, so pretty chunky, and then some Legionaries, Auxilia, Roman Cav, and then, yes, the garrison's very, very small. It's mainly just going to be him, the factionaire Gaius Lucullus. If I can kill him, then we might have a pretty good chance of taking this settlement. Although I think, I don't know if the other army could get past us and get into it if we weren't able to kill enough of them. So let's try to not let that be a possibility, eh? We're going to use the same idea going into this battle, just crushing the guys ahead of us. And onagers are in range right away. Okay, so let's just degroup you guys again, and then send... Yeah, my onagers weren't getting a lot of hits in that last battle. And I think that this isn't a good... I probably shouldn't have made the same position in same two battles in a row. Right, kind of on the downside of this hill. But hey, there's a hit. We got some Praetorians on that one. Okay, I'll take it. And what do we have here? So the Roman Cav is going to be on that side. And then their Legionary Cav. Oh shit. I think we just messed those guys up. Awesome. Perfect. Well, archers are shooting on in, and I think we should probably get the slingers and balearics kind of aiming in this direction, actually. And then same thing with these guys. They should come on over. And then... Yeah. Oh, shit. Let's try to go in here. Roman Cav. Yep, go in there. And... Nope, never mind. Those guys wanted to go after those guys. That's fine. Let's go here and here. There's an Axis. Kind of go in and help out. And does an Axis help out here. And onagers can just shoot here, and then, let's see here. Okay, so we're kind of screwed on this side. Legionary Cav, come on in. And actually, no, let's not get the Numidians in. It's too late now, isn't it? Yeah, let's go here, and then let's go, actually, no, send you guys over here. And then, let's see here. Chariots, come back, please. And then... There we go. So the Legionary Cav got taken down. Perfect. Oh shit. Praetorians throwing shit at me. Don't like that. Don't like that one bit. Alright, let's get you guys facing that way. And that's camels. Camels right there. Perfect. Run them down. Actually, get a charge into these guys, please. Yeah, there you go. Perfect. And then let's get these guys back. Let's turn off my guys. You turn off and you turn off. And then you run down those Auxilia. There you go. There you go. And then I thought I told you guys to stop firing. Yeah, I thought that was a direct order. Yeah, let's try to wipe these guys as much as I can. I think those are going to be the Roman cav are coming back, eh? All right, that's very brave of them. And then yeah, try to wipe these guys out, and then let's get facing in this direction. Face that way, face it that way. Actually, what are you guys doing? You should be chasing down stuff. You are light cav. That's your job, sir. And then yeah, let's get onagers up here, and then onagers facing in that direction. Yeah, Roman cav want to tangle. Let's see here. Yeah, X-Men continue to run stuff down. You guys go after those Praetorians. You're going after those Praetorians. General, I guess. Come back here. And then let's get my Desert Axes ready up as well. Yeah, I'd really like to kill that general. That's the guy. That's the target. So let's turn my onagers back on fire at will. And camels can get back behind my slingers. And what are you? Axes? Axes can come over here. Alright, chariot archers. Alright, looks like we're all good here. Let's get you guys back. And then over here as well. Get you guys all back here. And who are you? Yeah, let's get you up here as well. And make sure you guys are running, and make sure you guys are running as well. Alright, so we are starting to tee off on them. And I'm pretty confident we can take this out. I just want to make sure I get that general, because I think that if I kill him, I like our chances of taking the settlement. Their general's now coming on in, and going right after my slingers, and I don't have anyone over here. Oh, I got some chariots. Chariots, go on in, boys. Go in, chariots. And I got some chariots over here as well. Come on, get them. And in fact, I mean, yeah, like actually just turn around and fight. Just slow them down so that the chariots can get on in. And then you as well. And where's my general? General, get over here, please. He is running. He's running, but he's gonna get away. Oh, yes, we got him. Nice. Okay, continue the battle just to make sure we get as many of these guys as possible. Camels, you guys help out, run those guys down. And then archers. Did I never have you guys turned on a fire will again? Oh, God. Oh, Jesus. It's just it's so haggard. Yeah, Numidians help run stuff down, but I think that's it. I think that the remaining bodyguard's gonna get away, and it doesn't matter because the guy is dead. Yes. The Gaius Lucullus. So literally, the Gaius is dead. And that's gonna be a wrap. So we did lose 140 men, and we killed 550. So not bad, but does that mean we take the settlement? I sure hope it does. In fact, I didn't check. I forgot to check to see, alright, where is this? This is up here? This is that, it's 1-to-1. And yeah, one of those boats is the boat that has those guys on it. So I did overextend. I got it though, victory. And we got Cirta. Oh, hell yeah. Yeah, exterminate, 22,000 to be massacred, 21,000 denarii gained from looting. Perfect. And yes. Julia, what are you doing? Alright, suitable husband, betrothed is PA. And it's going to be a Mishra, Philopater, 2-star general, a good attacker, so +2 command when attacking, untouched by fear, +1 morale. Yep, command talent, confident commander. Jesus, yeah, absolutely. 23 years old, absolutely. Welcome to the family, sir. Oh, so that army still survived. Spurious Macrinus. Wait, who the hell are you? Spurious Macrinus and an Exilia. Where the hell did they just spawn in? They look like they just spawned in. What the hell is going on? Looks like some more troops are coming over from Tingi. Yeah, that's why this garrison looked a little bit smaller. but they are continuing to train soldiers.
Ready to
So let's see here. I mean, we can clean up a boat on the way
we are
and continue.
set sail.
Yeah, just a little byrame. So we can land our troops next turn and possibly lay siege to Tingi. Yeah, that's going to be nice. Cirta, are you going to be okay? 45%. Low taxes, 85%. So yes, we're going to be okay here. Repair the army barracks and retrain some stuff as well. Yeah, that looks good. And then I'll deal with that little group later, I suppose. Carthage, are we... God damn, Carthage is just struggling. Oh, God. Alright, let's remove another low unit model unit. Let's get these chariots out of here. And then bring in this peasant. 55%. I can bring up more peasants. Let's see here. We got another 50-man unit model. 60%. Alright, we're making progress here. Let's just keep doing that until we're okay. We have another young man come of age here. Alexander Casaros is going to be chilling here in Rhodes. And influence, management, calm. Yep, or farmer. Oh, that's not good. -1 from farming output. Well, welcome to the club, bud. And then, yeah, we got a good spy here. Necophilopater is going to be here in Cirta. Okay, alright. I dig it. And then Neferatiabet Ardeos is a quartermaster. You are in Memphis? Yes, you are. And then Tekakimwi Casaros is going to be hanging out here in Alexandria. Alright, got it. Alright, so Basra has that temple city finished. And... Mishra Philopater, where are you? You're here in Leptis Magna. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, you should be a battle leader for sure. So I'll try to keep that in mind. I got some guys coming up here to deal with these guys. And Basra, how are you doing? Yeah, funny. Interesting. So now that you guys all have the plague, it seems like you, man, a little too busy to revolt against me, I guess, eh? Huh. It's giving me some ideas. Maybe I need to get some plague over here to Carthage. Huh. Interesting. There's 27,000 people here. And Squalor's 90%. Yeah, that explained why they're so unhappy. Yeah, I wonder, you know, if you guys got the plague. There's nothing in Africa that has a plague, right? I don't think so. Okay. That's worth keeping an eye on, though. That's interesting. You know, it's funny because I had heard of like the idea of using the plague as an offensive weapon to make enemy targets a bit squishier before attacking. But then the idea of using a plague as like a population control on your own settlements is like pretty gross, but effective. You know, like if they're giving you issues. I mean, hey, this is a game where we kill 30,000 people just to, you know, settle the settlement. So, you know, it's we're the bad guys, yeah.
My liege.
But yeah, using plague as a tool, that's interesting.
No more moves, sire.
As I glance around doing my final checks before I'm getting ready to end this episode, I just want to sort of reflect on the progress, I guess I should say, that I've made on Carthage and Thapsus. And I don't know if I can call it progress, but I'm sort of I'm barely holding things together here, some duct tape it seems. Thapsus, culture penalty, where are we at? Are we still 45%? I think that's the same. And I suppose I can continue just working away at it. Large stone walls, only going to take 4 turns. Or crop rotation, but that's going to increase population growth, which I don't want right now. So, yeah, large stone wall is going to be overriding the stone wall, which has the Roman culture. And I suppose I could even put in for a scriptorium to overwrite the academy, which actually, wait. doesn't say Roman. Is that my... Yeah, right, I put that in. Okay, yeah, I put that in to try to increase my own culture, you know, right? So yeah, I shouldn't prioritize the scriptorium because that's not going to overwrite anything. I should probably prioritize the crop rotation to try to overwrite the communal farming, which is Roman, and then the merchant's quarter, which is going to be overwriting the... Where is it? The Great Forum. So we can just keep working away at it. And we're at 70%, so, you know, we're holding here. Carthage is a bit more touch and go. We're at 65%. And one turn away from having the academy finished. Culture penalty is at 45%. And then we'll be starting on the large stone wall after that. Temple City after that. Yeah, that's pretty dodgy. In fact, what I should start to do really is, and I know this is a bit of a chore, but I should really start to look around my empire and try to find people who are better suited to this type of job of keeping places happy and seeing if I have those high influence guys. You know, Tetakemwe Casaros as 2 influence, and let's see, +1 unrest, +3 to loss. That is a net positive for public order. +1 to law from Priest of Horus. Let's see, artist, influence, yes, quartermaster, that's not doing anything for me. Grain merchant, pop growth, yeah, I don't really need that. And then for his... Let's see, that's not good. Influence. I think overall this is it's a net gain, right? Like I'm seeing more good than bad when it comes to his influence stuff and population loyalty stuff. And then this guy also, Nefra Tiabet Ardeas, has 2 influence. -1 from law, that's not ideal. Yeah, so maybe not you, but it's worth checking around and seeing. Let's see, I got these guys here, these little plague creatures here in Jerusalem, which I might not want to use. Sekemwe Helios, 1 influence, that's pretty good. This guy's pretty good. Yeah, -1 from Squalor, that helps out. -1 from law, that's not great. Does have 1 influence, but I think overall he's a better... Well, this gives the +3 to law for the torturer, so that does help. So maybe he needs to be brought west. It's an option. Yeah, it's worth taking a look at. You're 22, you have some influence as well. Yeah, another torturer. The +3 to law, that can help, I think. Yeah, so going into the next episode, this is something that I should probably take a look at. Again, I understand it is a chore, it really is, to, you know, kind of look around, and it's going to take a while. Like, you know, we all remember, maybe, well, I remember how long it took me to get a guy from Thebes to Guidonia, just because I kept forgetting, you know, he's down here, he had amazing management and amazing law, I think he's still here, you know, yeah, this guy, Setnafet Philometer, and yeah, it took me ages to be like, oh yeah, let's finally get this guy, and it's not just moving him, it's also building the boats, you know, I wanted at least like 4 triremes to safely get him across, you know, it was a bit of a thing, so yeah, moving these guys around is no small task. You have to really kind of plan it and find these guys and find who's the right guy. Make sure that they're young enough so they don't die in transit as well, you know, because that can really suck. But that might be worth it at this point. I know that taking Corinth is going to give me a nice little boost. However, I don't know like if that's going to be enough, really, because we have 2 more settlements in North Africa to take, which is going to be Tingi and Dimiti. So, and they're, you know, even further removed than these settlements. So things could be getting kind of tricky here. And we might be needing more than just the boost offered from the great statue of Zeus at Olympia. We might be needing some actual governors who can actually keep people in line. However, that's all going to have to wait until next time. Before I go, I just wanted to say that if you're enjoying these videos and you would like to support the channel, then consider subscribing, liking, and sharing. It all helps immensely. So until next time, this has been Concept playing Rome Total War. Thank you very much, and goodbye. Actually, just kidding. Never mind. I just did something. I forgot that I hadn't talked to the Armenians yet in this turn, and I just had an idea, and I did something kind of crazy. I put in like 100,000. I was gonna pay. I put in like, I just wanted to test the limits, so I was gonna say regular tribute 100,000 per turn for 50 turns, and then I thought, wait a minute, why not offer that as a gift and see if they accept? And they did. Now, does that mean that I am gonna be? I hope I get that money back, because it didn't take it from me right away, so I'm not sure what's going to be happening there. But I was able to give them Campus Alani as a gift. Guess that's funny, because that should have been so obvious, because I wanted nothing in return. I literally just wanted to give them something. And in the guide, there's multiple guides on diplomacy that I'd read, nothing indicated that you could kind of just get away with that, so I just never tried it. And okay, so I know this is the same turn. It's not the best to do these things on the same turn, I think. Well, who knows anymore? I don't know. But can I literally just do this? Give region, and then Campus Sakai. So that's Campus Sakai. And can I just offer it as a gift? No, so okay. We cannot equal this proposition and must turn it down. Okay, that's interesting. That's so contrary, considering how much I offered them 100,000 per turn for 50 turns, and they accepted that gift, so they had no issue with that one. I'm going to start moving this army out of here as fast as possible.
March.
And
No more moves, sire.
I guess we will get to work on trying to give them Campus Sakai eventually, but holy moly. Okay, so
Sire.
yeah, still confusing. Sure, still not, you know, not sure exactly what happened there. Clearly, it seems like something about my offer of what, you know, what I offered them. It's hard to know. Yeah, because I changed 2 variables at once. I gave them like an insane offer, but then I offered it as a gift rather than a what's the difference? What's it called? A gift or a
I will speak with them at once.
That's not what I mean. Cancel. Oh, I could do the cancel regular tribute. That'd piss them off, right? But we should be getting that money back. Oh, I could change tribute as well. That's interesting. Okay, what? Okay, I'm curious. So it says I'm losing 96,000. But am I really? Or am I going to be getting that back? Okay, well, if I have to, I could just cancel the tribute.
Orders?
And they're my protectorate, so like they can't do shit. But like I want to give them that other settlement too, so I didn't want to really piss them off, but okay, anyway, I just did my sign off, but I just realized that I hadn't talked to the Armenians yet, so I was like I have to try that. All right, that's going to be for this one. Take care, everyone. Peace.